Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I want to go over my income strategy for the bear market. Let's take a look at what's going on in the portfolio first. It was kind of green today. I'm up 5%. Buying power 193.13. Margin total $16,506. Margin used $16,313. My margin status is low risk. My buffer is 38%, which is $4,700. It's costing me $2.35 a day for this margin. So this portfolio makes a little under $200 a week. So the reason why my buying power is the 193.13 is because I want to be a week ahead for this upcoming strategy I'm going to share with you in a minute. But let's go over some of the new positions and the way I have it set up in silos. There's 6 silos, and each silo represent a strategy or an idea or a function of the part of the portfolio that I want each silo to represent. So the first silo up here is the buffer silo. It's basically just T-bills. I have the weekly round hill T-bill ETF. This is for stability since I'm using basically 100% of my margin. This pretty much stayed the same year to date. It's 0.04%. So it's pretty steady. CSHI is from Neos. It's T-bills with enhanced income on top of it. And for the year, it's 0.82. Not as stable as just the week one, which pays weekly, but it's a little bit more income and stability. So that's the buffer silo. The next silo is margin stacking silo. And this is the foundation of the portfolio. You can see the well-known SPY-I, QQI, WMI, and I just added IDVO, which is the International Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. Next up is my weekly income silo. These all pay weekly: JPTY, LFGY, YBTC, and YMAX. The mid-income silo, this is new. This is Main Street Capital. This is CEFS, CLOZ, and PFFA. So these are non-cover called ETFs, and Main is an actual company. So I got closed-end funds. ETF is a fund of fund. I have clause, which is collateralized loan obligations, and PFFA is preferred shares. So I'm going to build those up. Next is Dogs of the Dow silo. Once again, we have DGIA. It's the Global X Dow 30 cover call ETF. We have DOGG. Same thing. Dow Jones. And SCHD. Everybody knows SCHD. Dow Jones Representative Dividend ETF. I got this in here for stability and growth. And everybody kind of turned their back on SCHD because they're going for all the yield max and round hill. And I want to get back into SCHD. Next is growth and income silo. I got OMAH, which is Vista Shares Target 15 Berkshire Select Income ETF. The number one holding in this ETF is Berk B at around 10%. The remainder of the holdings is all holdings that Berkshire actually holds. And they have an options strategy on top of those holdings. They hold the underlying. This is not synthetic. They actually own the stocks. So I got that OMAH because it's not really tech heavy. So I got a lot of tech in this portfolio. So that's another reason why I added OMAH. Then we have SPY-T, T-SPY, and QDVO. is the Amplify Growth and Income ETF. So this primarily goes for growth and secondly goes for income. And the last is my little list for FOMO. These are some companies I want to add because I believe in them long term. They're mega financial institutions. BlackRock, everybody hates BlackRock. Apollo Global, Blackstone, Brookfield Renewable Energy, Brookfield Asset Management. And this is Bond Blocked ETF Trust, Private Credit CLO ETF. So the strategy is for the rest of this year, or for the time being, I'm going to do automatic buys. Every Thursday, I'm doing $10 in the CEFS, $10 in CLOZ, $10 in DGIA, $10 in DOGG, $10 in IDVO, $10 in PFFA, $10 in SCHD, and $10 in YBTC. I want to build up these mainly non-covered call holdings to kind of offset all my other covered call holdings. I don't want to be worried about what the price is. I want this to be set up automatically for the rest of the year. And it's going to buy $10 every Thursday. The reason why I picked Thursday is because a lot of my weekly payers pay on Friday. So when I get paid when I buy those ETFs, $10 a week on Thursday, that's $80. I get paid around $200 on Friday. I also have a direct deposit set up of $50 a week on Monday. So when that $50 hit my account on Monday, the margin is going to make it $100. When the 180 or 160 or 190 weekly pay on Friday hits, that's going to double. So I'm going to be using margin to buy more of these ETFs. I'm going to be using my own money to fund the account. And I'm going to be picking and choosing different holdings when I see the time is right. So there's a lot of volatility in the market. And even though I'm not really afraid of a margin call, I might add in some weak. I might be strategic and buy a share of weak. Right now, I have it for every share of weak that I buy 2 shares of CSHI. That's why I have 4 shares, because I have 2 shares of weak. So by the end of the year, the ones that I just added to that weekly buy list, I should have 25 shares or so, like I have in the other ETFs I already have, like QQQI, IWMI, SPYI, YBTC. They're all T-SPY. They all have around 25 shares. I may strategically add to those. I might let them sit and let the other ETFs get caught up to around the 25 range. And then I'm going to rotate the automatic buys to something else. Or I might add the ones that's already at 25. I might add them to the automatic buy list. But I want to kind of be paying off my margin at the same time as buying more ETFs. So I want to invest and pay down debt at the same time and add fresh money, which is just $50 a week. But I think by doing it this way, all these holdings, I have 21 holdings in this portfolio. I think doing it this way is going to buffer me and protect me from a margin call. I might not have the income that other people have who are highly invested in high risk, high reward, yield max, like Misty, Coney, Nvidia, Tesla. You know, if I put 25,000 of those, my income would be way more than 1,000 a month. But I'm doing this slow, brick by brick, and I think it's going to work out pretty nice. Stay tuned for my next video because I want to go over how much I actually made in the month of March. Thanks for watching.